He was just hauled into court. Fire this judge now by Sassy Liberty for freedomdaily.com. In an incident from nearly a year ago is prompting a snowflake to continue a temper tantrum long after a judge has dismissed the majority of his case. A man by the name of Daniel Black filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against former Milwaukee County Sheriff David A. Clarke, Jr. Clarke, along with several unnamed deputies in Milwaukee County, were all named as defendants in the suit stemming from a brief run-in on an airplane. 24-year-old Black claimed in his lawsuit that he was the victim of an unlawful stop and arrest at Mitchell International Airport on January 15, 2017. He claims he was detained, interviewed, and escorted out of the airport by a half-dozen deputies after a mere head nod at Clarke on a plane. The lawsuit asked for unspecific damages as a result of alleged violations of Black's constitutional rights to equal protection and freedoms, for unreasonable searches, and for emotional distress and other compensatory damages. Okay, Black and Clarke were on the same plane, I guess, Dallas to Milwaukee flight on January 15, 2017, when Black saw Clarke on the plane decked out in Dallas cowboy gear. Black then asked him if he was David Clarke. Clarke confirmed he was the same, and Black shook his head at Clarke. The suit says, and then Clarke asked Black if he had a problem. Black says in the suit that he responded by saying he did not, and turned and walked to his seat in the coach section of the airplane. The flight itself was uneventful. However, upon landing in Milwaukee, the fireworks began. When the plane landed in Milwaukee, Black was greeted by 6 sheriff's deputies identified in the lawsuit as John Doe. Clarke directed the deputies to take Black aside and question him, surmising that his question of Clarke's identity and subsequent disapproval may signify Black meant potential harm. The deputies then escorted Black from the airport. Black then put Clarke on blast on social media, posting about the incident. Clarke responded on social media, calling Black a snowflake for his reaction to the incident. I should take time out of opening a can of tweet rear-end whooping on the lying lib media and their liberal goons and thank them for that fake news story they perpetrated on me. It re-energized me as if I needed that, but my hat drives them bat crap crazy. Black filed a lawsuit shortly thereafter claiming violations of his Fourth Amendment right against unreasonable seizure retaliation for exercising his First Amendment rights by having him stopped at the airport and the subsequent mockery on Facebook, and his due process right under the 14th Amendment. The suit also sought to have the country held liable for Clarke's actions. Black claimed via his lawsuit that Sheriff Clarke signaled Black out for his political opinions, despite Black's own testimony that he actually walked up to Clarke and asked his identity. Black identifies as a liberal and supported Senator Bernie Sanders, yeah, what a surprise, in his bid for the presidency in 2016, while Clarke himself was and is an avid supporter of President Donald Trump. The suit describes Clarke's actions as irrational and unrelated to any legitimate government purpose. Nothing like getting under the skin of lefties like I did today. I fight to win. You come at me, libs. You better bring a hard hat, some aspirin, and your veggie wrap, because it's going to be a long day and I'm going to smack you around until you crawl back to your mom's basement. Oh, Jesus. Last year, U.S. District Judge J.P. Stadmuller, a Reagan appointee, dismissed the majority of the charges. He granted a summary judgment to Clarke on the fourth and one of the First Amendment claims. He dismissed the 14th Amendment claim as completely without merit, as well as dismissing the claims against the county and the 6 sheriff deputies originally identified as John Doe. Stadtmuller stated in his 27-page ruling on Friday, while Clark's actions reflect poor judgment, they do not shock the conscience, therefore did not support any level of due process claim. The judge also determined that Black's some 15-minute conversations with deputies could not be labeled as seizure, as the sheriffs never drew their firearms, used friendly language, and were not expecting, nor did they arrest or cite Black for anything whatsoever. Hello, we have received a complaint regarding your account at Sheriff Clark for the following content. The tweet, the state of K-12 public education in the U.S. This crap is criminal. They are using tax money to commit fraud. This is the result of liberalism's feel-good run amok. They knowingly create the next generation of government services dependent Democrat voters. Profile content type, profile URL. Okay, we have investigated the report content and could not identify any violations of the Twitter rules or applicable law. Accordingly, we have not taken any action, I guess. I know I'm winning. Some snowflake lib made a complaint to Twitter because of my earlier tweet about Black kids being exploited by lefty failed policies at Ballou High School. I said in my tweet, this crap is criminal. Twitter said no violation of rules, diaper change time. Great. However, Judge Stadtmuller has allowed the claim that Clark retaliated against Black on social media, therefore prohibiting Black's free exercise of his First Amendment right to shake his head at Clark to survive. The trial for this allegation is currently set to start on January 22nd, 2018. The judge will allow a jury to decide if Clark's reaction to Black's post on Facebook about the incident in the Milwaukee airport was intended to be any level of threat or intimidation that amounted to retaliation against Black. The lawsuit alleges that by taunting Black via a social media platform, Clark misrepresented what happened on the Dallas flight, and his comments on social media were intended to incite violent verbal assaults against Black, which has happened. It seems as a result of this lawsuit, the FBI used it as the impetus to pursue an investigation into Sheriff Clark. On March 7th, FBI Special Agent Jennifer Walkowski applied to search Clark's Gmail account, saying there was evidence of a crime. A judge approved the warrant and the FBI carried out the search the next day. You're kidding me. On May 3rd, the U.S. Attorney's Office decided not to pursue criminal charges against Clark, saying it would be difficult to prove the then sheriff had broken federal civil rights laws. Local Milwaukee news affiliate Fox 6 now reports how Clark initially wanted to respond to the incident concerning Black, as revealed in the FBI's search warrant application. On January 17th, the sheriff ordered a subordinate to write a Facebook post about Black that read, "Sheriff has taken this explicatives complaint under advisement and summarily determined that he can go to hell." The subordinate responded that the sentence could not be posted to Facebook. According to the FBI document, Clark responded, "Can't. Is there a computer problem?" The post that was ultimately published on the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office Facebook page did not include this comment from Clark: "Next time he," meaning Black, "or anyone else pulls this stunt on a plane, they may get knocked out." Clark, "Sheriff has taken this blank complaint under advisement and summarily determined that he can go to hell." It seems Black's mouth may have written checks his behind, has unwillingly or unable to cash, and now is attempting to use the former Sheriff Clark to garner notoriety as well as financial gain. hopefully all will be revealed in the trial beginning on January 12th, and justice will be served. Oh my, a whole trial for all this. I mean, really unbelievable. Breaking news: when lying lib media makes up false fake news to smear me, the antidote is go right at them, punch them in the nose and make them taste their own blood. Wow, he's really harsh here. Nothing gets a bully like lying lib media's attention better than to give them a taste of their own blood. Wow. Hashtag never back down. Well, I guess he's just fed up. That's basically, I guess, the bottom line, and he's not taking it anymore. Well, I guess you messed with the wrong guy there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.